Welcome back to the channel, and we are back on College Football 26 with a brand new series taking over UTEP. I think they're the Miners. Yeah, I see it on the side there. Taking over University of Texas at El Paso. They are, over the last several years, 3-9, 3-9, 5-7. They had an above 500 year in 2021, but then a very bad stretch. 7-6 in 2014, 2-10, 3-9, 5-7, 6-7. So in the last 20 years, they have been terrible, like just bad. Even this year, they went 2-10. So just over the last 20-ish years, it is a program in despair. So hopefully we can take over, and we're coming in. Our alma mater is Texas. We're taking the UTEP job. Hopefully we can turn it around. And if I remember, the Conference USA was not particularly good at football this year, we'll say. So honestly, I mean, we're taking over a 67 overall roster. We'll get to that in a second. Generally, Sam Houston State and Liberty are actually the two better teams generally. In my hiatus of uploading videos, started a Florida International series, or just Dynasty. They are very easy to turn around, and that is kind of why I did UTEP. Being in Texas, hotbed for recruits. The board's a little ugly right now, and I don't want to just offer it. Try and recruit like 4 and 5 stars. Like, I want to genuinely build this program. Maybe go after a 4-star here or there, but I don't want 1 and 2 stars, or else we will just float down to the bottom of the Conference USA, which is terrible. But we are gonna mostly go after 3 stars, and obviously, like I said, mixing a couple 4s. I don't know how I'm gonna do it come the transfer portal, but we'll figure something out. But quick look at the recruiting board. We are going after Marcel Vales out of Georgia, pocket passer. Not the fastest, but he's got 91 throw power, which is pretty nice. So, hopefully we can sneak on his board. Right now, we are not even in his top 10. Rudy Denson, I say out of Texas, not the fastest in the world, but I kind of did it. We gave him an offer. Once he gets in, his top 8, if we make the top 8, we make it, we'll go after him. But I won't be super tore up if we miss him. Like, it's one of those type of deals. Darren Isian, I mean, 6'2" out of Florida, route artist. I'm going to try and go after him. If you play the game, Florida has athletes. And he's a 4-star. He's number 41 in the nation. Yeah, I don't even need to scout him. I say playing time, A+, yeah. And you see the grades. Academic prestige, D-. Don't think that can be upgraded. Athletic facilities, D+. Even when you do prestige up in stars, it upgrades kind of slowly. Brand exposure, D. Campus lifestyle, C-. Championship contender, D. Coach prestige, D-. Coach stability, F. We're either in the worst or the second worst conference. I think the MAC is under us. Playing style, that's kind of playing style, and time and pro potential are obviously position specific, and obviously proximity to home is player specific. Pro potential, I'm pretty sure at every position is an F or a D right now, so sick. And stadium atmosphere also a D, but that one I think we can actually get up pretty quickly because 38% home attendance percentage is 18,000 people. So if we have a whole bunch of people, that's going to shoot up pretty quick. But yeah, academic cannot be improved. So it just stays a D minus. We're going to produce dumb kids, is what it is. And then team prestige, obviously, again, is the athletic facilities. We might get up to a C minus this year, being 1.5 stars. I'm not sure. And then campus lifestyle, again, cannot be improved, which I think is kind of goofy. I feel like if you start, you build a dynasty, campus lifestyle will probably be a little bit improved. But, that's just my opinion. Nobody signed anybody yet. We're going after Micah Caps. He is a tight end. He's very short, 6'1", 234. I mean, honestly, for a 3-star, pretty solid athlete, especially a tight end. Honestly, a tight end, if you can get 80 plus speed, like it's pretty good. John Salas, tackle out of Texas. I am 100% moving him to guard, if not center. But yeah, at least in the guard, being 6'4", 281, like that is not a tackle. 6'5", 304, a little bit better. We are, at least we're third on his board. And we do need, we just need, I mean, we'll, obviously, this is kind of just a meet the team, see what the board looks like kind of episode. We need 2 quarterbacks, 4 halfbacks. I'm not recruiting a fullback. We don't need wide receiver or tight end, but I think we need to value wide receiver and or tight end. We need 5 tackles, 4 guards, and that's just the offense. Need 3 edge rushers, 3 D tackles, a couple outside linebackers, a couple middle linebackers, 4 corners. Don't need a free safety, but honestly, if you can just find good safeties, there are some classes where I feel like there's just no good safeties. I don't remember what dynasty it was, but I remember, I think I was 3 or 4 years in, and even in the recommended, it was like 3-star strong safeties was the top ones, and I was like, there is no way. I go and look, lo and behold, which I don't think this one is like that. It's also not super often that a corner is the number 1 player, and they have 2 in the top 5. We could go after the one from Florida, but he's probably going to Bama. Anyways, to the safeties. Oh, so this class is loaded with safeties. 2 5-stars and a whole bunch of 4-stars. And we are actually going after one of the top 3-stars. I think he moved. I don't think they move up or down, but I feel like this dude was a lot lower. I mean, there's even a 5-star free safety. Ooh. He's probably going to go to Oregon. I bet BYU's probably punching well above their weight class on that one. And JUCO, obviously JUCO is a thing, but man, it's never like a JUCO freshman. It's always like a JUCO sophomore or junior. Yeah, John Salas, we're third on his board. Daniel Trevino, he is a 3-star with Texas, Ohio State, Mississippi State, Alabama, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, and LSU. His top school is Northwestern because that's his only offer besides us. So hopefully we can get him. I mean, he's going to be a dog. I haven't fully scouted everybody yet. I probably will do that as the board shrinks. The first couple weeks I kind of just see where we're going to be at on people's boards. I probably approach recruiting differently than a lot of people, a lot of big YouTubers. But I mean, and that's, I probably miss out on people that I could have gotten for staying too long in other battles. But If I can get what's a position I have a bunch of that's got a big gap. Good lord. Okay, here we'll just do this. I could get the number 683 player, or I can get the obviously 1691 or 1048. I can wait on those. Or here, perfect. 889 as opposed to 1625. I want to be more in on him, but I could lock him down. Not a perfect example, but it's what we're sticking with. I got a few guards on here. Probably going to miss on him. Looks like he's going to go somewhere in the MAC. Prince Lewerk. If we can avoid Texas offering, we should be fine. And I'll have points open up going into next week because I do still try and scout and whatnot. Terrell Demania. Ooh, Mississippi State offer, but UConn jumped him. UConn has a Texas pipeline, bro. What? But hopefully we can. That's one thing we got to start building up our pipeline tiers. James Flowers, if I remember. Oh, he only got 66 speed. I mean, he's pure power, but he's 6'2", 218. Gotta have more speed than that. That's somebody we try and redshirt and just put. Maybe we can dump some points into speed after his redshirt year. Because I think we can get him over Nevada. Once we start winning games, I think we can lock him down. Brett Hargrave, 6'5", 240, but he's a good athlete. Like, I just, quote unquote, have to coach him up. Like, I think he would be, if he had a decent rating, honestly, like, I think he could be an animal. Because that's that, like, prototype size. Nick Egan, no offers besides us, so we could potentially jump into, like, his top 4 or 5. Chuck Bodie, we are number 1 on his board, 6'6", 320. Dude is a monster and can get off the ball decently well for a big dude. George Stingley. Ooh, San Diego State. Haven't scouted him at all. Ezekiel Singer, we're first on his. Hopefully he can be a decent athlete. I found lurkers that are like 6 foot, 6'1", are generally pretty good athletes. Almost, not quite, but almost, regardless of rating. Dimitri Wolf is an exceptional athlete with solid hit power, so really want to try and bring him in. Manu Medrano, also an exceptional athlete, 6 foot thumper, and honestly, pretty solid all around. Like, I was very surprised when he didn't pop as a gem. But yeah, hopefully us being his only offer will shoot us up to first place. We should, at minimum, I think, as long as like no one, cough cough, Texas A&M or Texas offers, we should jump into the top 3. Marquez Bastian. Bro, if Georgia heavily goes after this 3-star corner, like, I'm going to be hurt. Because, like, he, for a 3-star corner, is a pretty solid athlete. And he's 6'2", a $193. Like, I almost exclusively recruit 6 foot or higher corners. Bump and run. I try and get a little bit of everything. I really like bump and run corners though, because I like that they have the higher man coverage, and he's a good athlete too. Because zone, for whatever reason, is always a lot easier to upgrade. It feels like, I don't know. PJ Mines, I was kind of viewing him more as a slot corner, being 6 foot, a buck 72, but he could be an outside. But 84 speed, 89 acceleration. If he was heavier, he'd be a good candidate for safety. But he's only a buck 72, so he'd be a solid slot corner. Obviously, this is like just this recruiting class, not even like transfer portal, future recruiting classes. But just how I view each recruiting class like as like how they would fit into a team, and hopefully we can find some decent ones here. Greg Willingham, I think, was pretty. I mean, decent athlete, not anything too spectacular, but these first few years, like he'd be solid, like until we get out of the Conference USA, obviously. And then Shaq Sowles, the box specialist out of North Carolina, with offers from North Carolina and North Carolina State. Not the greatest athlete, like not really sure why I'm even throwing 5 points into him. Like, probably could take him off the board and put my points elsewhere. And honestly, might be the smart thing to do. Maybe throw the 3 points onto Rudy Denson. And again, he'd be a redshirt guy, so maybe we can get that speed up a little bit. You know what? That's what we're doing. Both major schools in North Carolina offered him. Let's go ahead and get off of that train. Saying I'll probably reorganize the board at some point in time. Because, like, yeah, even this dude, he's 1,048. He's a gem, so like, he's going to have to be a decent rating. Yeah, I'll have to go through. Hold on, which one? Yeah, he's probably right under the 4 stars, even though he's almost 1,500th in the nation, which makes it easier to not have to compete with Texas because they will not recruit that low. Now that we have taken a look at the recruiting, if you can't tell, episode 2 will be gameplay. And honestly, we got a couple decent skill position guys here, and hopefully we can keep them. Not starting Skylar Locklear because I'm not a psychopath. I'm not starting a 5'11" quarterback. Malachi Nelson, former 5-star. I'm starting him. He has elite dev. He's a sophomore. He's got 92 throw power and 85 speed. Yeah, I'm starting the kid. And honestly, because he's got championship contender, if we can't get it to a B- this year and he transfers, boy, oh boy, would I have to get lucky in the transfer portal. But yeah, hopefully we can get Malachi Nelson. Honestly, if he stays until his senior year, he'd probably be in the low 90s. And come his senior year, we would probably at that point be challenging for college football playoff, like genuinely competing. We do have Ashton Emery, freshman running back. He's an 83. I say not a burner by any means, but looks like he's going to be very solid. Hopefully can keep healthy, being 5'11", 203. Oh, he needs B+ championship contender. So he probably will not be here after this season. We got Hashawn Wilson. He's a senior. Cam Thomas, also a senior. And we do have Marquez Taylor as our second returning running back, I guess you would call it, who needs B- pro potential. And currently we have an F. Don't have a fullback. Wide receiver, we got junior Kenny Odom. We have freshman Wandame Davis, senior Jaden Smith, and senior Eric Willis III will be our main 4 receivers. probably would be smart to go ahead and play him, try and get him off the normal dev trade immediately. But I'm going to go ahead and rank up the skill points of being a redshirt first. Because I don't think we're going to be competing for anything too crazy this season. So I'm just going to bank that year. Armani Roan, I think. I don't know. He's got a hard name. 6'5" speedster with 84 speed. So yeah, he probably will not see the field very much. Trevon Tate might see it in a pinch. Jaylen Brown, Raphael Campbell will probably see the field over both of them. I think I have them higher on the depth chart already. And then Ashton Nickelberry, senior, I say probably will not see the field a whole lot. And we do also have Marcus Torres and Mason Ferguson redshirting. Tight end, we have another freshman. Actually, two. He is the backup, though, because he is slow. Josh Shucks. We're just calling him all Shucks. 6'3", 210. He's basically a slow receiver, but I'll take it. I say it is basically cheese because most linebackers don't keep up. And then we also got Judah Azinwa. I think he might actually be the backup tight end over Matamoros. Actually, it's Cash Cheeks because he has 82 speed, I remember. It goes 1, 2, and I think he's my fullback. That's right. Matamoros is my fullback, and I will move him there after this season. And then my third tight end is Azinwa. He is a sophomore, but I'm also redshirting him. And then Jordan Andrus is a 49. But I think, I thought his caps were better than that. Honestly, not horrible, though. And he'll upgrade really fast. Like, after this offseason, I bet he goes in the next offseason, like, low 70s. Just because it'll upgrade so fast. And then senior Josh Hancock. I think he's their long snapper. That's what I've seen. Like, I think he's our long snapper going forward. Left tackle, we do have Dennis Lafferty. Championship C-. We're going to be at least a C. Left guard James Williams, pro potential. Hopefully he doesn't transfer because he's our best chance to get that up. Center, we do have Ivan Escobar. He is transferring, graduating. Got a couple freshmen. Nothing really promising. Right guard, we have Joseph in need of immediate help. And not really a whole lot behind him. So the offensive line is going to, for lack of a better term, is going to suck. Pass rush, we got Udoka Eziani. Nothing really behind him. Hopefully Elijah Baldwin can be decent. I think I have him playing along with Ecal Taylor. Just trying to get the young guys on the field. I say he's a good athlete. He can make up for 66 strength. Good God. Got to be a little bit stronger. He's got 62. Yeah, so we're going to have two speed rushers coming off the edges. And then D tackle, I think we're starting Katie Johnson and Ashton Coker. And Gustafson, I think, is my third D tackle. Just to try and get him, extra points to improve. I say because we do not have a lot of young talent. Got a few freshmen here, decent athlete in Kane Bowen. Hopefully he can be in low 70s going into the next season. But we do have Jaden Wilson, who I think that's all conference. Hopefully he can be decent. Middle linebacker, we got Micah Davey. Say he is a senior as well. We do have Stratton Schufelt and Garrett Hawkins, Josh Rudolph, another senior. I think we're starting Bo Phillips, and then we also have Dylan Brown Turner. It is not a good roster, and it's a lot of turnover happening. Don't have a lot of speed at corner, and our top three are all seniors. Justin, just doing it for the content, is a sophomore who is going to see the field this year. And honestly, Darnell Williams and TJ Tillman could probably start on the outside, but I want them to get as much experience as necessary. Safety, we are deep and not deep at the same time. Xavier Smith, I think he's our highest overall player. Chase Biddle, I'm pretty sure is our slot corner, just because he's better than what we have. And then I think that's it. And then we have Grant Stewart, who's a red shirt with no eyebrows, kind of creepy. Then we have Solo Barnes, he's a senior. Have Code Low behind him and Josiah Jones, who might be decent out of Chicago. And then might as well redshirt our kicker. We got Joe Bowman, but he's a senior, so we're gonna redshirt him. So we'll have 2 years of him, and then we have a junior punter. So I mean, all in all, the team is horrible. But once we can start getting our guys in here, start turning the program around, hopefully, we can make this program look a little bit better. I say, and I honestly, I mean, you saw it. They have not been good in a long time. They had one good season, but they haven't been consistently good in a long, long time. I think I'll enjoy this series. It'll definitely be a challenge. I say usually when I take over, lower level dynasty, starting a dynasty, it's pretty easy to recruit. Usually doing like a Florida. I mean, honestly, Texas, we might be able to, get it pretty quickly. But it looks like we're going to be locked out of a lot of recruits in Texas. I mean, that is going to be a challenge. Like, we have to compete with the Texas A&M, the Baylors, TCU, SMU, even Texas State. And then, I mean, you have the Oklahoma and Oklahoma State. It's definitely going to be a battle. Hopefully, though, we can get hot quick and get some recruits in. And I think we'll set a goal of 7 wins this season. We don't have an insanely hard schedule. I'm saying 1-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, 3-2 probably, 4-2, 5-2, 6-2. And I think Jacksonville State's going to get us. So we might mess around being an 8 or 9 win team. But I could also see us be a 5 or 6 win team. Yeah, Texas will probably get us. Louisiana check. Louisiana Tech is generally pretty good. Liberty and Sam Houston, those are probably 2 of the better teams in the conference. And then Kennesaw and Jacksonville State, they usually sim pretty well, so they got to be pretty decent. And we should close with 3 wins. I feel confident about 3, 4, 5, 6. So I feel confident about 6 games. If we can flip one of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we even flip one of those, that's 7 wins. If we flip 2, you can quick math, we're up to 8. We could feasibly go 11-1. I think we're closer to 8-4, 9-3. But we could run the table and go 11-1. But with Heisman, you never know. But I think this will be a fun series. I definitely think I'm gonna enjoy it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, leave a like on the video, sub the channel, leave a comment down below. Go check out our new Madden series. No Patrick Mahomes or Travis Kelce or Chris Jones in Kansas City anymore. We take over, try and build them back to glory. We have the expansion Seattle Emeralds on 2K, and then now we have this. Honestly, the show, and if moves happen quickly, before March, I think is when MLB 26 comes out. Maybe we can get a couple week series, few week series in. Maybe it'd be a stream at the end of February or something. But yeah, I say that one's hard to stream because so many moves happen in the off season. You want it to be fairly accurate at least. But I think it'll be a fun time. When 26 drops them, we're definitely getting a franchise started. Like I said, if you enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a comment, sub to the channel. Comment, hey, I don't think you should be recruiting so and so. I think you need to put more hours into so and so, less hours into this person. Obviously, I will read those. I will take it into consideration, and maybe I'll do it. Who knows? But that's gonna do it for me in this one. Go check out the other videos on the channel, and I'm gonna catch y'all later. And I'm up out of here. Peace.